Sagittarius cross watcher, and welcome to your cross watchers only reading. This is a love reading for people who are cross watching for a Sagittarius person. You know what I'm saying? And you guys would literally just have to let me know in the comments if this does resonate for a Sag person, because it might. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I'm Princess India if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, we're going to go ahead and jump into these cards. The first card out that you guys have is the Six of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting. So, in so many words, you guys aren't moving forward with your person of interest. It's more or less feeling a sense of stagnation in the partnership, if you will. And the thing that's ironic is I would say that you would say that it almost feels like an invisible force, if you will. Oh, wow. Yeah, it feels almost like an invisible, like, okay, let me clarify that because that sounds so crazy. Whatever it is that's preventing you and this person from being together or moving forward in the natural order of things, it feels almost as if there's some invisible force, meaning like there's something that is stopping the two of you from being together. Now, if I were to put that into tangible 3D terms, and 9 times out of 10, one would probably feel that they're like cursed or like hexed, you know what I mean? Or that it's like if you feel this is your twin flame, then it would feel like there's a karmic interference or something, because one would resort to that because it's not quite understanding, like everything is lined up idyllically in an external sense, but it's like just something is stopping things from moving forward. And then we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands in reverse that fell out. So then we have the High Priestess, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Four of Cups. So what it is looking like to me, Sagittarius cross watcher, that there's secrets that are being kept, or there's just things that you just don't know. And this is why I feel that there's like a need to rationalize what's happening. Because first of all, if I were to say what it is that's happening, what's happening defies rationale, right? You're in a place where you may be running conversations back in your mind or trying to, you know, figure out what this person could be doing, because it's almost as if the behavior this person exhibited prior to the place that you guys are in at present, that behavior alluded to things moving forward, but they didn't. So it's a level of confusion as to why things have not moved forward. So it's a little crazy making, to be quite honest. And it's more or less, and this is me kind of picking up on past energy, because of course I didn't do these last month, but this would be me picking up on past energy, maybe like July and in June. It seemed like things were more or less on a fast track to going somewhere, and suddenly they just paused or stopped. And now they're just kind of like stuck or frozen, if you will. So any form of communication or any form of intimacy or connection or I'll just say communication, because I could say a myriad of different ways, but it's just connecting with this person, period. Everything just came to a halt. But I say with the High Priestess being here is that there's more to the story. So there's elements of this that you don't know about. So here's the thing. If you're playing detective, right? Trying to figure out what's going on with this person, just because it defies logic, if you will. And that's the King of Wands in the reverse, and at the bottom of your deck you have the Empress in the reverse. So if this kind of defies logic, if you will, it's because there's more to this story. There's something that's going on behind the scenes that I don't feel that at present you guys are aware of, or even coming into this that you guys were even aware of. You know what I mean? Whenever the high priestess comes up, you know, she's kind of the side chick card. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Some of you, if you already know that the person that you're dealing with is like, you know, married or in a relationship or something like that, that would be why this is here. But if you know that there's not anyone else, then it's something that's going on with this person that they are not being forthright about. And that is the reason why you guys weren't able to more or less, I don't want to say dig deeper, because it's not so much about an actively digging type of thing. It's just why things just halted, in so many words. Why things just halted. So I feel that you guys at present are more or less at a weak point, because it's almost like having faith, trusting, believing, you know, that things were going to pan out, things were going to work out. It's just a rough patch, you know what I mean? And I feel at this point it's kind of like losing hope. Well, not losing hope in totality. It's just kind of feeling hella discouraged. But it's like, I understand that, because there's a lot that you don't know. Now, something you'd have to know about me and reading, those of you who have been with me for some time know this. Whenever the high priestess comes up in my readings, especially love readings, only love readings, because I never really get this vibe for other stuff. Whenever I'm doing readings like this, like reading for another person's energy, and the high priestess comes up, that's like Spirit's way of telling me none your damn business. But I'm me, so I'd be like, psh, everything is my business, first of all. You know what I'm saying? But I feel with this, it's none of my damn business. And if it ain't my business, it ain't your business neither. You know what I'm saying? But I feel where you guys had a strong point fighting for this, you're kind of succumbing under the pressure of it. I think it's really starting to get to you. And if I were to be honest, and this is me putting on my therapist hat and my awareness of human behavior, if I were to think about the behavioral patterns that would lead a person to feel how it is that you're feeling at present, this would 9 times out of 10 say to me that this person probably ghosted, to be honest, because I can't really see these behavioral patterns coming to the fore unless something like that happened. Because if you were still communicating with the person, it would be a whole different trajectory of behavioral patterns. You know what I mean? So what it's looking like is this person ghosted, or things just stopped, right? Now it's coming to the emotions. It's knowing that it's something that is happening that you don't really know about. And you may be resorting to like, I don't want to, well, I mean like lurking. We're going to say lurking, because this is a lurk love reading anyway. And I mean, technically, you lurking because you watching this right now. So I'm just saying. But I don't want to say like stalking, because I don't think you're like going to the person's house and like, you know, looking in their windows and stuff like that. But I feel that you're trying to get information of what it is that's going on, because I feel you guys are wanting to move forward, even if it isn't with the person. You know what I mean? It's either them giving you answers, you moving forward with them, or you understanding like, oh, okay, well, they have this going on and they're not like, and we're not moving forward or whatever. So it's a desire for clarity here. But with this 4 of Cups being here, and this is going very interesting, Sagittarius, because I mean, usually In these readings, I'm talking about, you know, the other person. But I feel like I'm kind of dabbling between the two of you, where it's telling me a lot of your behavior. It's not really telling me much of theirs, which is putting you back into the same position. You know what I'm saying? But with this Four of Cups being here, it's more or less that it's a card speaking of bad habits, enabling that's perpetuated in partnerships. You know what I mean? Um, and then with this King of Wands being here, I'm even still seeing this speaking to both of your energy, because it's looking like the two of you are reflecting each other. So this sounds like something karmic-y, something twin flamey and whatnot, or whatever, where there's a very intricate spiritual lesson in this, you know. But I would say that with this connection with this person has a bad habit. Their bad habit is emotional unavailability. You know what I'm saying? It's their lack of being able to be fully open, vulnerable, and forthright, like a clarity of intention of saying directly, like, I love you and I want to be with you and I want us to have a future, and not just saying it, but actually doing stuff in the direction of it. You know what I mean? So it's almost like I feel when things start to get too deep, it's like all of a sudden they like took a step back, and you're not understanding why that is. But I still feel like the both of you are looking at each other. Like, I feel like you're looking at them. Your intention is more or less trying to get clarity on what the hell happened, because on some level or another, it's trying to figure out if you did something wrong. And with this person, they're just watching. However, it's like this is something that they always do with people, not just with you, but I feel like in their relationships, period. It's like they have a very bad habit of running away when it's time to start being vulnerable and open and emotionally available, in so many words. Because with typically, I want to pull some more cards on it. Typically with someone who, yeah, they watching you, babe. Oh, Lord, have mercy. See, look. I'm trying to figure out, I need to get a message from Spirit my damn self, because this don't make no damn sense to me. I don't understand people who do this stuff. No, I really don't. It's like how you like somebody. And I understand you got your little stuff going on and whatnot, but it's like, so I'm not going to talk to you, but I'm about to look at your Instagram and all your stories and your Twitter feed and whatever else you got going on the social medias and whatnot, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like this person greatly fears, they hold back. Like whenever, it's a pattern I see of them where whenever a relationship, they meet someone, everything is great. It's like saucy time, whatever, right? And everything seems to be moving fine. But when you get into, and this is me again, putting my therapist hat on, you have the honeymoon stage in romantic relationships. After the honeymoon stage, you move into what is called the working stage. And the working stage of relationships is when you start arguing, not every single day, because that is not healthy, but it's like conflict. You start to, you know, the blinders come off and you start to see, you know, the incongruence between you and the other person. And that's where compromise comes in, right? But it's almost like with this person, and then, you know, there's a whole nother stage after the working stage, but whatever. Most marriages end up falling apart within the working stage, which is within the first 7 years, just throwing that out there so you know. Anyway, moving right along. Anywho, but it's almost like with this person, they're trapped in that honeymoon stage. Whenever things get into the working stage where it's required for them to start compromising, and you see that this person is not this idealized perfection image of which, you know, you've desired your whole life or whatever, which is a whole nother mindset of people who are living vicariously through their partners, but that's neither here nor there. But once they get into that working stage, it's like they take a step back, not just with you, but with every relationship they've been in. And they have a bad habit of that because it's maladaptive. Because to think that relationships come without conflict is just completely asinine. To think that you're going to be with someone and not argue, that you're not going to have differences, like to think that a person is going to be so perfect that they're like a goddamn key to a lock and they don't have to fix nothing, you don't have to fix nothing, and y'all don't have to compromise. It's just completely asinine. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You could love someone to death, and they still gonna get on your goddamn nerves. I'm just being honest. I'm speaking from experience. You could really love their whole soul, essence, and everything, but you still get on my damn nerves. You understand? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving right along. But they have a habit of avoiding this. And the key of why it is that they're doing this is because they're emotionally unavailable. They have, and that being emotionally unavailable is a whole nother construct of things. It's just a whole ordeal, boo. But anywho, so that's the reason why they hold back. You know what I mean? So getting to the whole point of this, looking at the Empress in the reverse and having the Empress here and having the Emperor here, this lets me know that the two of you are 9 times out of 10, y'all are probably karmic partners. You know what I'm saying? Or twin flames. I see the two synonymously. You know what I mean? I wrote a book about it. You'd have to read it, but you can't right now because it's off Amazon because I'm putting it back out. You know what I'm saying? It's neither here nor there. Moving right along. But I would say that you guys do have a soul contract. I have no doubt about that. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell me something that I'm not ready to accept, because I used to read for twin flames and stuff like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that all of these readings are coming up with twin flamey people, it's like everyone in my collective that is in the twin flame collective is like screaming at me through cards and whatnot or whatever. But anywho, so to be announced. But anyway, but they are legit watching you, but they're still holding themselves back, dreaming about you, fantasizing about you, and things of the sort. But the most important thing that I feel the need to bring up here, with this Empress in the reverse being here, you guys are internalizing this person's behavior. If you've been with my channel for some time now, you've heard me say this several times, and it's that how another person treats you says absolutely nothing about you, but it says everything about them, right? So I feel in so many words, you guys are questioning your worth, questioning your value, and feeling not good enough because of how this person treated you. And their bad habit is their bad habit. Their issue is their issue, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you, because every person prior to you has dealt with this as well. This person's issue is that they feel some type of way about being open and vulnerable to another person. That is not a statement about you or who you are or what type of person you are. But the consolation I could give you, that's confirmation of that in my opinion, is the fact that they're still watching you. So if you watching them, y'all both got binoculars and y'all watching each other and things of the sort. They're conflicted on the inside with this 5 of Wands and the reverse, you know, and they fear you being with someone else, you know, which is just so self-sabotatory. Oh, good Lord, that scared the shit out of me. My God. Anyway, but that's so self-sabotatory. It really is. They don't want you to be with anyone else, but they're not making moves towards you either. You know what I mean? But that's my boss, the timer, telling me to, you know, shut the f up. But we're going to go ahead and go over to your extended, and we're going to look at how this person is thinking and feeling about you at present to give you more information to weigh moving forward and how to deal with this particular situation, my friend. So if you're about that life, follow me over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, or YouTube members. You know what I'm saying. For you guys extended, so we could dive a little deeper. But if not, I still love your freaking face. And I'll see you guys sooner than later. Sooner, because you're going to watch my extended, because you know you want to. Just saying, throwing that out there. Love your face.